Hope is necessary in every condition. The miseries of poverty, sickness and captivity without this comfort would be insupportable. She is called Sylvia, a mother to this boy that has been suffering from what they all do not know. She is called Beata. Well, in English, it's Betty. She is the sister to Sylvia and she has been taking care of them for more than 25 years now. They tried taking them to different hospitals for treatment, but they couldn't help because they failed to find what was happening to their bodies. This makes them shiver like this and makes their body parts even more disabled. Their mother also lives here with them. She is too old, but she tries as much as she can to help out with this situation, though she can hardly do anything. She is very weak and she does not feel alright because her daughter and her grandson have been suffering for very long. Betty got to a level where she had to get married because she was getting older. She did, but unfortunately, she is never with her husband at home because she has to always be here taking care of these three each and every day. They are living in a very poor life and the three of them obviously cannot work. It has been her that has to find food for them, which has never been easy at all because she cannot work since she has to be here with them every day. At some point, they all thought that it was witchcraft since they were behaving like they were demon-possessed. They failed to find a reason why anyone would do this to them, and at that moment, they did not know what to even think anymore. We visited this family in some village where we found them. They decided to share with us the story of their life and what is happening to them from the very beginning where it all started. Before all this happened, of course Sylvia was normal and fine. She grew up and later found a man that they fell in love with. They planned on getting married, but unfortunately this never happened. She later got pregnant and gave birth to a baby boy. The man that was the father to this baby never wanted to take responsibility of his child as well as Sylvia too. As soon as he heard that she was pregnant, they never saw him again, and they say that they do not have any idea where he is today. A few months later, Sylvia mysteriously started suffering from a lot of headache. It became too much, and from that moment, they decided to take her to the hospital because her situation was getting worse, but this also never helped at all. At the hospital, they took tests and they couldn't find anything wrong with her. They gave her a few painkillers and promised that everything was going to be okay. It did not and kept hurting her even more. She started shivering for some time, she stops and then she shivers again. They took her back to the hospital, but still nothing was found. They instead transferred her to a much better hospital, but since they could not afford, they brought her back home. It was not so long after her son also got affected with this illness of shivering like this. And for him, it was even worse. They could not take him to the hospital too because it was expensive, and they knew that they weren't going to get treatment just like it had happened before. Betty was watching her sister's life becoming more miserable each and every day. She decided to help and take care of them, give it all she got, with hope that maybe one day they will finally get better, but this never happened. Slivia's son is now 27 years old. He has been suffering with this condition for almost his entire life because he has been like this for more than 25 years. According to what Betty says, his condition never seems to be getting better at all. One day, a good Samaritan decided to help out this boy and take him to an organization that helps people with such conditions. They tried giving him clutches, tried to make him walk, but the shivering couldn't allow him at all. Instead, it made matters even more worse. As he tried walking, he was always shivering. This was so until one day when he fell down and broke his femur or his thigh bone. From then, he never managed to walk again, and when these people couldn't help him anymore, they brought him back home. Well, they all talk, but it is impossible to ever understand what they are trying to say. Slivia's condition is not as bad as her son's. She tries to talk and they try to understand some of the things that she says. But as for her son, it is impossible. They have been living like this for years now and nothing ever changed. With such a condition, they cannot go to the toilet. They do each and everything on themselves, and it is Betty that has to come and do the cleaning. This is one of the ways that she has to take care of them. This is where they were born and they still live with their mother from the day their father passed on. She cannot manage to take care of these two, and this is why she is grateful for what Betty is doing. Time came and Betty started growing up to the extent that she was supposed to get married. She could not go and leave her family in this condition, and this made her think that she would never get married. Fortunately, she found a man that they fell in love with, they got married and created their home. But since she could not leave her family, she has to be here each and every day. This is one of the reasons that makes her scared that she might also lose him sometimes, though he tries to help out. Betty says that this has been happening for very long, and honestly, she has started losing hope because they never seem to get better. The fact that they also couldn't find out what they were suffering from is also discouraging. She is asking for help so that she can take them to a better hospital for advanced treatment to give them a chance that they never got. And maybe with this, they will be able to find out what they are suffering from, because it is obvious that Betty is tired after taking care of them for more than 25 years. The funds that will be used to help them get advanced treatment will be donated via GoFundMe, a link that is in the description of this video and pinned in the topmost comment by Afrimax English. Life is difficult for everyone. Everyone has bad days, everyone has trouble in their life, because it does not matter how rich or poor you are. Sickness, trouble, love, and worry, these things will always mess with you at every level of your life. Thank you for watching. My name is Prince. This is Afrimax English. Do not forget to subscribe.